There is one thing that Donald Trump is not, and it is unaware of the impact he has around him. As humans, we place value on something that there is less of, but then it's taken away from us. Hi, my name is Jake. Welcome back to The Culture Business, the channel that gives you a variety of different views on business, not just the everyday insights that you get on every other channel. So remember, profit and loss isn't the be-all and end-all of business. Sit back and enjoy the video. The Capitol Hill riots have been plastered all over global media, and it's sent shockwaves through the American political system as a whole. But what does this have to do with business, and why, as a businessman, is Donald Trump as aware of what he's doing as anyone else is? What psychology is at play here? Donald Trump's speech to, at the time, a peaceful rally contained a lot of talk about strength and weakness, and other speakers at the talk also spoke about fighting for America. These, while rather direct incitements of physical use of force, I think aren't the main reason that people started rioting at Capitol Hill. Up until this point, Trump and his supporters were in perceived control. They were just challenged by an unfair election that was corrupt, as they put it. And this rally was the first time that Donald Trump switched up his stance. He took a different point of view, which was they needed to take back their country. This is the rules of scarcity in play. As humans, we place value on something that there is less of. And in this case, we can use the scarcity rule on the freedoms of the Trump supporters. Before analysing it completely, though, we must understand that the rule of scarcity applies even more so with something that you've had and has been taken away from you. You want it more, you need it. If there is less of a certain cookie, we want it more. And in experiments, we've rated cookies higher on their taste because there is less of them compared to what we would have otherwise rated them. But more than this, what makes our brains go absolutely berserk is if we're given a cookie, but then it's taken away from us. And so I'm not just talking about cookies, we can see this in politics in the past. Russians in the past haven't been treated the best. And from the Tsars to Stalin, they have been under some quite harsh conditions. And then Gorbachev came around and increased Russians' freedoms. Not long into Gorbachev's stint of power, some people didn't like the way he was running things, so put him under house arrest and reverted back to the way that it was before. Funnily enough, contrary to the world and Russians' belief, especially for these people that had overthrown Gorbachev, the Russians didn't just revert back to their kind of submissive state that they had been when they'd been repressed. They revolted. They were given freedoms and they got taken away, so they needed them even more. But what on earth does this have to do with business? Before we get into that, make sure to subscribe to this channel and like this video to let me know what sort of content you would like to see in the future. This relates to business because, as I'm sure a lot of you have realised already, this relates to a sales tactic. Scarcity is a sales tactic, and Donald Trump is a salesman. And estate agents, for example, will call a family who are undecided about a house they want to buy. Maybe they'll buy it, maybe they won't. And they'll call them with news of another interested party, maybe someone from out of town who wants to buy the house. The scarcity increases, and that is often enough to move people from on the fence to very interested in buying a house. As many faults as you may think Donald Trump has, depending on your view on him, there is one thing that Donald Trump is not, and it is unaware of the impact he has around him. He has used this to advance his political career and his business career. Donald Trump knows that by using verbal cues of physical force and pairing it with withdrawal of someone's freedoms very suddenly from what they thought was an unfair election, he has made a sale, and he knows this. If you want to get more updates like this, follow me on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter for daily updates. And if you want to know how this scarcity tactic can fit into your business, then please email me at intheculturebusiness@gmail.com. And good news as well, if you're a business owner in London or Bristol, email me in the Culture Business for a free pandemic business MOT. An outside view of your business is often the difference between doing well and doing really well. And in a pandemic, it's more important than ever. So this free week of management consultancy, looking at things throughout your business from marketing to strategic human resource management, could be the make or break of your business. Don't miss out on this freebie, and there are limited slots available. See what I did there? The whole scarcity thing? Yeah.